So whenever I said I wasn't worried about that meeting, I wasn't, because I think I mentioned that I trust my employer. I'm now unemployed. It sort of stopped my world a bit in its tracks, and I've been kind of obsessively applying for things, and so that means that I have not been doing anything creative. I would like for that not to be the case. I don't know how long this is gonna last, and it's like making me emotional. Of course it is. Like, I feel like I haven't had a lot of time to be emotional about it, because I'm just very like, whenever something happens, I'm like, okay, let's go into organization mode. Let's go into proactive, apply for all the jobs that you can. I get tunnel vision. The last time I was unemployed, I made a lot of videos. It was my way of, I guess, pretending I had work to do. I was like, okay, you know, I'm not being paid for it, but I'm gonna pretend like YouTube was my job. And I've opened myself to more creative projects now. Like, I still want to get into like short form video too, like TikTok and Reels, but also like writing and like auditioning and things like that. So, and in the meantime, I also need to be applying for jobs. I don't know exactly how this is gonna go. I do know that I got pretty inspired the last time that I was unemployed with all my creative like outlets, and I had a lot of fun, and I threw a lot of caution to the wind and made some made some weird stuff that was like fun, weird makeup videos and things like that. All that to say, I have had a week of like just tunnel vision and applying for jobs, and maybe I'm coming out of that tunnel vision now. Part of that today, I have like a very exciting meeting happening today. It's a group of women that get together and discuss the writing projects that they've been working on. It just like is like accountability kind of thing. So I think it always inspires me going to these meetings. So I think it'll be very good to go into today's meeting and maybe shake off the dust and get creative again, and yes, apply for jobs, but also get my head out of the sand of just unemployment, because there's more to me than just not having a job. I want to reclaim some energy and move forward with some joy. I'm gonna go blend this concealer out, but it's been good chatting to you. We're gonna figure this out together, you and me. I don't know if any of you guys are unemployed. This is going to be what my life looks like whenever I'm unemployed, and we've been here before on this channel. Today is a new day, a fresh start of how I'm going to be moving forward. I still have one more week with my company, and then it's all gonna be me. Disaster has struck in my makeup drawer. Like, okay, this was already broken. Don't look at my dirty sponge. This was already broken. This happens to most of my products. I don't know how to stop it, but like this bit clawed in, and also all the hair, like it's so gross. Also, I would like to say, I don't think this is new for my channel. So if you've been around here a while, you know, I hate this stuff so much, and I get it like maybe every like 3 years or something, and I try it out again. I don't know why people like it. I think it is a trash product. Sorry, Maybelline, but I feel like whatever with my skin texture or whatever, like it's like broken up there. I have some dry skin, and overall I'd say that my skin is not very dry at all. My nose is the exception. I had some dry skin, and then I started using like, I think weather dry skin kind of thing, and then I started using tretinoin, and it just kind of compounded to the issue. So I don't think it's just like the dry skin hasn't been able to like heal. So I've tried some different things, like putting some extra moisturizing products like Aquaphor to like let it heal. But anyway, so that's aside from the point. But like even on the under eye, it just looks it's just like not sticking to the like skin at all, and maybe there's like a primer that I need to be using, but I just don't think a product should need a primer to be able to work like effectively if it's like a good product. So I don't know, let me know what I'm doing wrong. I'm sure y'all have opinions in the comments for how to make that product work. There are two concealers that I love, but I'm trying to find one that is like a drugstore price because both are high-end. I don't even know if they make this one anymore, but it's the Bobbi Brown Under Eye Corrector in Light Bisque. This has been used. Again, look at this. Even a high-end product. This happens on everything. Okay, look at this. Look how used that is. I'm gonna use every last drop. Also, it's like gross around the edges. This makes me look like I take awful care of my makeup, and maybe that's true. And then this NARS one, I think it's their like creamy concealer. Okay, it doesn't say, but I think it's their like creamy concealer in Crema Catalana. But this one is incredible, and I just got the mini version and it is worth the price. I really need to finish up getting ready because I have that meeting. Something I've been loving doing lately is just, and it's so simple, but there's a reason for it. I recently watched like the Marvel movies again. My boyfriend had never seen any of them. I love Black Widow so much. Like, she's my motivation for like whenever I go to the gym and it's like, oh, you don't want to go, but like, do you think Black Widow would skip a day at the gym? You should go. Okay, but I've been loving just using a lip gloss over like my plain lips, because in some of the movies it just seems like especially the Black Widow movie, it just seems like she has her like natural like lip color just a little bit like vamped up a little bit with like a lip gloss or something. I've just been loving that, wearing like my natural lip color rather than like a lipstick or a colored lip gloss or something. Let's see how the hair wants to lay today. Sometimes it's good with the middle part, and sometimes, what's the side part? I think it wants the middle today. There it is. The finished look. I just got off that call. I ran out of time, so I'm still wearing my pajama top. It was really nice to see that everybody was going through like very similar sorts of things. Like, a lot of people were dealing with unemployment, so it's just nice to feel like not alone in what you're like experiencing. So today, for one, I need to change clothes. I wouldn't mind. I need to go and try to get some glasses. I'm also devastated because my claw clip broke for like no reason last night. The universe just said it's over. Okay, I've got my prescription and I am ready to go get glasses. I haven't had my glasses since like April, so I'll be excited to have them again. Like, I went to the movies the other day and I was very disappointed not to have my glasses to be able to like see the screen better. It just crisps everything up, but they're not necessary, so let's go do an errand. So I got my glasses and it was really like cheap, which was great. The woman goes, "Man, you have really great insurance." I'm like, yeah, thanks. I had already told her that like, oh yeah, I like need to get these in like ordered before the 15th because I'm about to lose my job, lose my coverage. So it was definitely just like an accident, but it was just like very funny of like, yeah, my coverage is great. Was. Hello. So I'm getting ready for an interview. Ignore my nails too. We have got a lot going on here. I don't know if I want to reapply. Usually whenever like so many pop off, I just usually like remove them, but I don't know, I haven't decided yet. But I'm getting ready for an interview of sorts, but it's just weird, like they're like a rolling interview, and it doesn't really seem like an interview. You are typically selected for an interview. This is just sort of like, come and like talk to us about the role, but it's like, am I actually gonna? I'm just so skeptical because I've like already been scammed, or like people have attempted to scam me probably 3 times, and I've been unemployed for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Also, it's fun because my neighbor is just making heinous noises. I don't know if there's like, it's literally construction noises. I don't know if it's the apartment complex, but there's like sawing and hammering, so that's fun. As I just don't feel like interviews are conducted like every half hour, like on the hour kind of thing. Like it's just kind of weird. I feel like I'm gonna be doing my makeup and then like it's not even gonna be like a camera on situation, and then there's gonna be like 10 other people in the meeting just hearing about this random stuff for a job that I'm most likely not going to get, or maybe even want. And that is the reality of looking for a job. Okay, I just looked. I just looked online for like, you know, the scam, like travel company scam, and there was a different company under a different name, and somebody was asking if it was a scam, and it was through the same like webinar jam website, which is where this meeting is gonna be through. So I'm gonna assume that it's a scam, but I'll still join the meeting just in case it's not, and then stay for like 5 minutes and then move on with my life because I have better things to do with my time. So apparently the noises that I'm hearing, I called my apartment complex and it's just my neighbor. Like they're not doing any work over there. It's so much. So they said if it goes on for longer than 48 hours that they can like investigate, I guess. And so I'm like, girl, I've seen enough Jeffrey Dahmer documentaries to like not rat out my neighbors if they start wilding out. I don't want to be complicit in like weird behaviors. And I heard like a saw, like it's like, so I'm that neighbor. Sue me. I took a shower last night and I didn't have time to dry it or do anything to like make it look nice like the next day, like my overnight curls or anything like that. So I'll need to take another shower to be able to do anything with it other than like doing like an updo. Because even my curls, like my natural curls, like I need to do them while they're wet, or if I want to style it with like a curler or like straightener or something, I need to make sure that it dries the right way. And that's either by like brushing it or blow drying it. And that is the perk of having naturally curly / wavy hair. Okay, I look like a librarian. So I looked up I followed the link to the meeting. It is the same guy that was on that like subreddit about that scam travel agency. And then the scam travel agency was like Book with Jacob, and the meeting who the invite came from, like after multiple rounds of, at first the travel agency was named this, and then it had a different name, and then a different name, and a different name. So now I see BWJ Agents, which seems like Book with Jacob. These scams. What do you do? Like, I have started, there's another website that I've used that's called Idealist, and it only hires for nonprofit organizations. Do I even want to get on here? Like, what if they're like hacking into my computer? Okay, I'm not even gonna see what this is about. I don't know. What if they're like I don't know what technology can do nowadays. What if they like have me in the meeting and then they're able to like access my computer or like my camera? Okay. I'm not gonna go to the meeting. I'm not even gonna play. It's gonna make me want to cry. This is scam number 4. What was I saying before? Oh, there's this website called Idealist, and then it's nonprofit organizations, and they all seem real, and you can like look up the organization and what they're about, and if their views and morals align with yours. I feel better about applying through that platform versus like LinkedIn or Indeed, because I feel like I'm applying for real jobs and I haven't been scammed from that website. Good morning. Okay, so life has gotten extremely crazy and like personal things that I can't really talk about. I had to take a few days off. I did end up taking off my nails. It was just too much to deal with. I don't know, I feel like there's something about being like really like emotional that like I don't want to have to deal with like having press on nails because they just pop off, and I guess it just like whenever a nail pops off, it's like it just makes me like sad or like annoyed, and so if I'm already feeling like emotional in some way, like I need to get those nails off as quickly as possible. So I'm having some boiled eggs this morning, and this is something I saw Zoe Sugg make during like 2020, and it is boiled eggs on a piece of bread. I'm doing sourdough because it's what I have. I think it's better if you toast it, but I just keep forgetting and I pop my eggs down, and it's fine either way. And then I do some balsamic vinegar and some cayenne pepper and a little bit of salt. And I don't know, I like it. I don't think I would put together this combination if I hadn't seen her do it, but I think I used to make this like whenever I made videos a long time ago, and things don't change that much around here. I say that, but I'm going through a huge amount of change, like with the unemployment and like the personal stuff I was referring to. I kind of like to do the cayenne pepper first. I was about to do the balsamic, but I kind of like to do the cayenne pepper first because then whenever you put the like balsamic in, like it kind of combines it a bit more. At least in my head it does. And it kind of like washes it like off and diffuses it. I don't know. At first, if I feel like I put the balsamic first and then the cayenne pepper, like it would just, cayenne pepper would just fall on top of the balsamic and just sort of clump like where it landed. This way I feel like it's blending. So I'm gonna film a video. I think I might have been talking about it earlier, but just like sort of like a sit down like coffee chat type video, like almost like podcast style of just like what's been going on in my life, what I've been thinking about lately. But I'm just gonna chill, watch some YouTube myself, and then get ready and then talk to you guys more in a different video. But I'll be back later. I wanted to mention that this morning I've been trying to find the perfect like French morning playlist. So I just saved a whole bunch on my Spotify, but I really just want something where like I don't know the lyrics. I feel like I get in a music rut and I start listening to the same music over and over again. So like whenever I play like my day list thing on Spotify where it gives you different playlists throughout the day, it is just playing the same music over and over again. It picks like 4 genres to rotate between. So I think like, you know, switching it up and listening to like some like French music is just like nice. So I was like listening to one that's like Parisian Morning, I think it's called. Because it's like the French spelling of Parisian. I will talk to you later whenever I don't look like a bed troll. And here is the finished dish, my coffee, and then I have some Jessica Braun on the TV as per usual. There's one, and then there's another one up there, right in the green. They were like squeaking at each other. Again, they don't have any food or water. But I heard the one of my pots rattle. They're like jumping on my plants. They ripped one of my plants out of the soil, and it was one of my favorite plants. So that was a bummer. obviously that they're just misbehaving because like we don't feed them regularly, so they're just acting out. So I ended up going and getting my glasses yesterday. I think they're really cute. I haven't had them for months, like since April. I think I mentioned in another video that I lost them on a film set because I'm a professional. My eyes are not used to wearing glasses at all, and so it's almost like whenever you first get your glasses and having to adjust, but everything looks so like beautiful now. I can see things in so much more detail now, so that's like very exciting, just to even be able to see the trees, and like I can see like all the leaves, like individual leaves. I don't know, it's just so different because I feel like, you know, without the glasses, trees just look like, it's the idea of a tree, like it's just like a smudged version of a tree. Right now I'm waiting to go to a baby shower. It's in another town, like an hour away from me. So I'm just chilling. I was stopped by a bookstore and it was cute. I just didn't really find anything. I have such a hard time with books because I just read them online, and then if I love the book, then I go out and buy it. But I just get it from my library. And then I think I guess I'm supporting my library and keeping them like going, you know. So I'm just hanging out, relaxing before that baby shower. I don't know anybody else there. That's always a little awkward whenever you only know the like, you know, person of honor.